situation really hard. Keep your head up high, I'm talking higher than the stars. See, now we flying past Mars, there's no denying what you are. Humans got the willpower, baby, that'll take you far. See, the ugly is gorgeous, we love it when it rains. A day is dependent, and nothing is the same. I can't spend too much time thinking how that it was, when I know the love of life is the most powerful drug.
Yo, what is up? Yo, this is my new song, High on Life. You guys go please check it out. It's really not getting any numbers. I don't think it's been put out into the algorithm or something, or maybe I'm just, you know, terrible and I just don't know it, and everybody's lying to me that tells me they like my shit. Yo, I put that song on there though, not just to promote it, but my homie Throwed Genji, that was him rapping right there. He's on the song, and funniest thing happened. I was sitting watching Harry Mack's podcast, episode 2. About an hour in, I get a notification that one of my good friends, MX South Africa, is live on Twitch. I haven't seen him on there for a long time, so I said, fuck it. I'm going to pause this. I'll come back to it. I'm going to go check out and say what's up to my boy, MX. I go in there, I start watching the stream, and then somebody comes in, they go, yo, did you see Throwed Genji on Harry Mack's podcast? And I'm like, what? I watched this podcast for an hour. It's an hour and 5 minutes. It's an hour and 22 minutes long. And I think Genji comes on right after this. So, yo, this is so funny. And I'm like, man, I just had him on my song. And then he's on here with this, with Harry Mack. Harry Mack the first time he did a podcast, before the podcast, he asked people to submit freestyles to him, and then he would react to them. And he did only one on the first one. I don't know how many he's going to do on here. And then he raps afterwards. So I think we're just going to watch like the last 20 minutes of this, or however long it takes to get to Genji.
And they do like a fighting scene. Laser's gonna get. Oh, great. Yeah, I remember just laughing so hard throughout the entire.
But if you haven't seen it, go check out this podcast. It's really dope. Sir Jazz is his DJ and close friend, and I loved the podcast. And he also just recently did an interview podcast with Rick Glassman again. And Rick Glassman, another friend of his who's an actor, comedian, hilarious person. And that podcast it's Rick Glassman Part 2. And it is so goddamn funny. It's called Take Your Shoes Off, I think is the podcast. Take Your Shoes Off podcast. Yeah, I think that's it.
It's not, the movie's not funny at all. I didn't like was but that was our I thought there's no subs in there. And so we had some members of the community submit some freestyle.
Oh, here we go.
Environment for us to actually test the show and actually figure out how to evolve the show and like really kind of like earn our stripes and show that we can do it. And like how cool for us that like the venues that just happen to not be totally optimized to what we were trying to do are actually themselves like legendary venues. You know, like legendary comedy clubs. And I feel like, yeah, like I mentioned the sound system or whatever. It's, you know, there's no subs in there or whatever, but I still feel super grateful that like I got to perform in those spaces. Facts. And that we were even like, you know, let up in there, like, and we could do our thing on those stages where like legends have performed, you know, and these are rooms that people work their whole life to hopefully get an opportunity to be on those stages. So, you know, it's so true. It's dope, man. It's the way that it all worked out. It's never how you think it's gonna go. Ever. It always takes its own. It always takes its own route. But I think it's pretty cool how we got this thing going, dog.
Shout out to all the people that got to go to the live shows for Harry Mack. Oh my goodness, just absolutely insane to watch. To watch somebody just be on stage in front of so many people and just be able to do this improvised, you know, chat words off the screen and not mess up. It's not clunky. It's not like he has to like start over or there's any editing. It's just absolutely fire show. and then you could go to another show and it's completely different, and then you could go to another one and it's completely different. And yeah, it's so dope.
This guy, man. This guy.
Well, dope, man. So we had some members of the community submit some freestyle videos. I think we're gonna react to one if you're down, man.
Okay, I'm down for this. Let's do this.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's pull one up.
Yeah, what do we got?
I believe this is from
Genji.
Let's see. Throne Genji.
Throwed Genji. Oh,
Throwed
hell
Genji.
yeah. Yep. I know.
Oh, he says Throne Genji, and Harry corrected him. So Harry remembers Throne Genji. Let's go.
This dude is dope. He's been down with the community for a long time. I think he was out at the Boston show.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, hell yeah. Let's check it out.
Without further ado, straight freestyle. Thank you, Harry Mack, for the opportunity. Let's go in. Yo,
this will be the last time I pause it until after it's done, but I'm going to post his channel because Throne Genji does like Omegle bars as well. He didn't have a lot, obviously, because he didn't start it until really late. And I'll maybe post I don't know. He was also a really, really sick battle rapper, like circuit battle rapper, high level battle rapper. But maybe I'll post one of those videos as well, just so you guys can check them out.
yeah. Just thinking about what's important. Get the green like a forest. Get the beat, then I scorch it. I'll be shooting like Jordan. Every day, yo, I get it in. Thanking y'all just for listening. That my shine, I be glistening. I'm living just like a citizen. I'm paying my taxes, but I'm working on my craft and my passion. Got me living in a whole different habitats than everything. I spit tight from day into the midnight. I gotta get my shit right when I'm using the windpipe to rip mics. Say nobody stopping me. I'm snapping like photography every time that I'm on the beats. Honestly, I'm tired of apologies. I gotta really show myself. Every time I flow, it helps. I'm feeling so gold as well. You know I'm shining every time I get it done. When I'm spitting freestyles like I got a poison tongue. They might be avoiding them, but you know it's getting intense. Yo, I gotta pay the rent, cause it's at my own expense.
Facts.
Oh, why did they cut it off? I know he went longer than that. Oh, come on. They got places to go and people to see, and I get it. But that was dope, man. Did you guys hear how much multi-syllable rhyming and setups that he was doing? And he was doing like 4 bars worth of multis with the same rhyme scheme. Oh my God. Wow. Good job, Genji, man. And he even like kind of stumbled in a couple of spots. So I don't think that he was doing like, oh, I'm going to retake this until I get a perfect one. He probably just did it and fucking sent it because he's a fucking G like that. Let's go. Let's see what Harry Mack says.
Hey, all right. Yo, he did his thing. That was fine.
He smoked that.
Hell
He
yeah.
smoked that.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I love the flow state with freestylers where especially being able to see the words on screen. You do this really well is where the person seeing the word is probably trying to predict how you're going to get to that.
Yeah.
And keeping everyone on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Like figuring out more creative ways to get to the word.
Yeah.
It's always a fun process for me to watch. So he went crazy on that.
Definitely.
The setups were really clean. Love the pockets. The bars were there. I'm rocking with that, man.
Yeah, no, that was yo. Throw Genji gets down, man.
I like this.
Definitely.
I like this.
And I first heard him freestyle like a couple years back during the pandemic on like one of the happy hour streams virtually. He came on and threw me some words, and then he was like, "Yo, I freestyle too." And he did his thing, but it's been cool to see his growth too from then to now. Cause yeah, the setup punchline shit, the leading up to the target word was on point. I liked how in the beginning too, it was like 2 rhyming words to the bar.
Yep.
You know, so it was really like grab the mic and scorch it, never gonna forfeit, getting green like a forest, and like packing in the rhymes like that is dope.
Yes.
Also, but my favorite part though, there was one moment where my spidey sense and my interpretation of it, and I don't know, I'm not Throw Genji, so I'm not inside of his mind when he's doing it, but there was one part where it was like he barely made it.
Yep.
Like the rhyme barely connected. He was like reaching for like a rhyme that would connect multisyllabically, and I saw his eyes like kind of reach for it, and he grabbed something and it just worked.
Yeah.
But it was a stretch in terms of if it made sense or not. It was one of those moments where you're like, okay, like I'm seeing what you're doing. I think we're gonna work on this together and make it work. And then right after that, he came in ferocious and
yeah,
hard, right? So it's like after that, I wouldn't even call it a mistake because it wasn't a mistake, but it's like as a freestyler, I recognize that moment where it's like it's not exactly what you.
Yeah, let's go back because that's exactly what I was talking about too. It was like right before the word midnight, I believe.
I get it in, thanking y'all just for listening. At my shine, I be glistening.
I get it in. Thank y'all for listening. I'm glistening, citizen. He's doing 4-line setups for the word. That's sick as fuck because it's so easy to cheat when you're doing like a word generator. If you just want to rhyme, so you could just do one word, say whatever you want, say whatever you want, say whatever you want, and then rhyme the last word, citizen. Do one word and then rhyme the last word. He's doing all 4 for every single one of these words. It was really dope.
I'm living just like a citizen. I'm paying my taxes, but I'm working on my craft and my passion. Got me living in a whole different habitats then.
That's what it was right there. He, I think that maybe he just mistake the word, like he didn't go into midnight. He didn't set up anything for midnight. Oh, he couldn't figure out a setup for midnight, so he said habitat, and then he's gonna go on. That's what it was.
Everything I spit tight from day into the mid.
Yeah, so then he catches it. This is what Harry's talking about, and then he goes real hard. You could hear his he just gets like angry.
Throwed Genji.
Every time that I'm on the beats, honestly. Yo. Yeah. Just thinking about what's important. Get the green like a forest. Get the beat, then I scorch it. I'll be shooting like Jordan. Every day, yo, I get it in. Thanking y'all just for listening. At my shine, I be glistening. I'm living just like a citizen. I'm paying my taxes, but I'm working on my craft and my.
Yeah, so he said, I'm living like a citizen. And then he started to do a rhyme scheme. So I'm paying my taxes. And then he said, I'm working on my passion. And then he's realizing, like, I got to fucking rhyme with midnight. That's what happened.
Got me living in a whole different habitats then. Everything I spit tight from day into the midnight. I gotta get my shit right when I'm using the windpipe. Speeds up.
Freestylers.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
The setups were
set up punchline shit. The like 2 forfeit, getting green like a forest. He barely made it.
Yep.
Like the rhyme barely connected. He was like reaching for like a rhyme that would connect multisyllabically, and I saw his eyes like kind of reach for it, and he grabbed something and it just worked. Yeah, but it was a stretch in terms of if it made sense or not. It was one of those moments where you're like, okay, like I'm seeing what you're doing. I think we're gonna work on this together and make it work. And then right after that, he came in ferocious and hard, right? So it's like after that, I wouldn't even call it a mistake because it wasn't a mistake, but it's like as a freestyler, I recognize that moment where it's like it's not exactly what you wanted to do. You know, you lost control of it for a split second almost, and then you just come back in snapping. And I just love that, man. I love that energy of like if you feel like you're about to make a mistake, you don't get sheepish or be like, oh man, whatever. You come back in twice as hard as before.
I've pointed out way before I started reacting, just when me and my boys are talking about Harry's videos, every single time Harry stumbles over a word or repeats a word as a setup and the punchline, or gets something backwards, every single time he does that, the following couplets are going to be double time. He'll either, and then when he messes up when he's doing double time, like if he's doing double time and he messes up, then the next lines are going to be like a real short, like really very rhythmic thing, and then he's going to go back onto, he does it every time, and he's seeing that in Genji, so that's dope.
And from that moment on, he was just slaying.
He went crazy. That's interesting. I felt that energy wise, exactly everything you're saying, and I think that is that's a professional move right there, man.
Yeah,
big fan of that.
That's the only option, man. When you're doing it live, bro, you keep the mistakes if there are any, and you come back in twice as hard when you're recovering from it. But I wouldn't even say he made any mistakes, man. That shit was clean. Shout out to Throw Genji.
Facts by Mack. Let's go, man. Listen.
It's kind of like if you're playing sports, right? You ever fucked up when you're playing sports? Like, let's say you do like a stupid turnover or something in basketball. you hustle so hard back down the court to set up your D and try to block the next shot or whatever. And you know, you just feel like you have to get that back, right? Like you made a mistake, so now you have to like show everybody like, you know, we're not losing because of me. Or how they say like quarterbacks have to have short memories because they throw an interception. They got to forget about that interception, come back and just, you know, be great on the next set of downs. And that's what makes the best quarterbacks.
Let's go. By the way, y'all, if you want to submit your freestyles to all the aspiring MCs out there, y'all know what to do, man. You just got to hit up the website, which is going to be shown on the screen momentarily. But I think I know what it is. I think it is HarryMackOfficial.com/FlowStatePod.
Nailed it.
Hey, let's go. The monitor always goes down at the crucial moment. But that was a test for me. So, yeah, all the MCs out there, man. And, you know, obviously Throat Genji has been putting in the work for a while, so he's got some real solid technique already built up. But don't be discouraged if you're earlier in your journey. You know, wherever you're at in your journey, I'm down to give some feedback and check in with y'all and see if I can hopefully be, you know, constructive and helpful. So, yeah, send those freestyles in, man. HarryMackOfficial.com/FlowStatePod.
I'm so happy
we'll
for
have the link
Genji.
in the description, assuming there's a description. So
Definitely.
So check that out as well. Dope. Jazz, so honored to have had you on here as my first guest, man.
Thank you for having me, my friend.
So blessed to be able to work with you, bro. That was formal. That was formal.
No. But, yo, and congrats on the journey as well, man. Super excited to see where the podcast goes.
Hell yeah.
The illustrious guests you're going to have on here, man.
Yes.
Super stoked for this journey for you.
Also, go check out Sir Jazz just dropped an album. I think it's all beats. But he's super dope, man.
My man.
100%, man. I'm so glad you're a part of it, bro. Been incredible to build with you, man, and this is just the beginning. All right. We heard some freestyles. I want to close this show out the way I know how. And today is special because we got Jazz in the building, and we actually have an instrumental that you produced.
Hell yeah.
On deck for me to close out with the freestyle, man. Should we hit this?
Let's
do this, man.
By the way, what's up with this beat, man? Because I know you're working on some different, different modes and different ways of cooking up. Yeah. What's up with this beat? What's your vibe with this?
Oh man, great question. So, you know, as someone who likes to cook now and be in the kitchen,
yes,
I created this concept of, you know, it was actually beats to make food to initially. There's no words. It's just soul samples chopped up. Feels good to make, you know, brunch on a Sunday morning.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna start putting out these beat packs called Beats to Freestyle too, man. Soul sample, a lot of chops. Some might have drums, some might not have drums. But ideally, just to throw on, if you like to flow. If you can't flow, keep it in your head. But it's all to have fun and practice in the sake of good music.
Hell yeah. That's dope. That's dope. I love it. So keep your eyes and ears out, man, for Beats to Freestyle too. And we're going to have some fun with this, man.
Let's do it, man.
Hell yeah.
Let's cue it up. Harry, it's all yours.
All right. We rolling. You know what it is. Sam, you got that beat?
I got you.
Let's go. Hey.
We coming live from the Flow State Podcast.
Let's go.
Your boy Sir Jazz, H Mack in the building. You
know what it is, man. Let's go. Flow State about to be activated. Yeah. Come on. Hey, Sir Jazz on the beat. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. H-Mack, I'ma snap with the heat. Locked in with the homie Sir Jazz on the beat. We get that real, not that wannabe love. Been tearing up mics since we was in them comedy clubs. Yeah, spitting with passion. Rappers got me laughing. Never gonna cash in. Steady taking action. Never faking, I'm creating on my true route. Interviewing the game like when I'm on this blue couch. Hey yo, we about to get the properest info. Ever since we started, we've been dropping shit that been dope. They know the daily drive them silly. Every flow worth a Billy, I'm the GOAT though. Blow your mind with dope flows. H-Mack, take it further on the platter. I'ma serve you every bar that I deliver, straight up murder. Yeah. Hey yo, I'm known for the live flipping. I'm turning haters into buttermilk fried chicken. Yeah, my man's in the kitchen cooking up. Hey yo, honestly, I feel we don't get booked enough. 100 shows, man, we just scratching the surface. Put us on bigger stages, live that passionate purpose. Every time I rhyme, I prove to y'all my flow's cold. Matter of fact, let's run it back at the Rose Bowl. But this time, we about to fill it filling all the seats. I be killing all the beats, man, I'm really going deep. Oceanic with the rhythm, peep the vision I'm displaying. Real with the bars, never playing. On every rap conversation, y'all know Mack gotta weigh in. All up at the top, that's where we stayin'. Yeah, H-Mack, man, you know I catch more than wreck. I make the audience vibrate like 4DX. Yeah, I entirely do harm. Spit so much flame, I'm putting off the fire alarm. I know the deal, that's for real, man, we don't ever slip. Shouts to Jazz, that's my DJ and he's fully equipped. When it comes to musical knowledge, he don't stop. Give him props, inherited that taste from his pops, so it's genetic, running in the family. Every time he drops a beat, I know it's straight insanity. This is from the classic project that is yet to drop. Beast of Freestyle too, I catch wreck and mop the whole game up. Insane stuff, I flame up the beat though. This shit is basic for me like a free throw. Matter of fact, layup is easy, I rebound. Off of the backboard on this beat, I'll be down. We make it pop, y'all know they feel the God's wrath. I had to bring it to you live on the podcast. Yeah, we just scratched the surface with the heat. Harry Mack off the top, Sir Jazz on the beat. Let's go.
Yo, goddamn, Harry. So, watch this podcast. That whole freestyle was everything that they talked about in the podcast was referenced in there. But that ending basketball scheme, like, this is so easy. It's like a free throw. I love to lay it up off the backboard. I get the rebounds. Like, oh my God, Harry. So dope. He's so dope. Yo, thank you guys for watching, man. I hope you enjoyed. Happy to be back doing some reactions again. Kind of off and on. We're building a new studio at the house. While we're building the studio, we have to do a lot of like electrical, cut off the internet and all that shit. So I've not really had enough time to come in here and reset everything up, and it's been miserable. Plus work has been tough. So got a lot of new content coming out that I'm missing, and I'm going to get to it. Promise you. Just happy to be back here with you guys. Hope you enjoy. Peace.